What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the Skywalker by XY. And XY stands for Xiang Yu. And this thing is a really nice flying nano. I really like this quad. It it hovers really nice. It's about the same size as the Cherson CX10. This is the Cherson CX10A, and you can see it's the exact same size. It looks really similar. You can actually get these things mixed up, but I think this thing is actually made better than the Cherson CX10, really, because why do I say that? Not really more so the frame, but the props here. The props seem to be more firm, so it seems to fly better. It hovers better, and it's more quiet than the Cherson CX10. The only thing is that this thing only has two flying rates. So and the second rate is about the equivalent of the second rate on the Cherson CX10. So you really can't fly this thing fast because when you switch this thing on third rate, it's a constant flipping rate. It continuously flips when you hold a direction on the transmitter, but the stock transmitter actually doesn't go into the third rate. You have to bind this thing to something else. So I don't know what that's about. But this is the transmitter here. The transmitter is not bad. It's a nice size transmitter. It's a little larger than the Cherson CX10's transmitter, and it actually has shoulder buttons. So this thing is really nice. I like it. A little more than the Cherson CX10's transmitter. If it had a third rate on it, it only has two rates though. But you can really flip this thing really fast. It flips as soon you can push this button really fast and just keep hitting directions, and this thing will flip like crazy. I mean, you can go into starting another flip before you even finish the first that you started. So you can get this thing in the air like during the mid flip, and you'll make it go back the other way. So you can sort of have this thing, doing half flips and full flips. It actually does multiple flips as well, because a lot of times when you're trying to do your throttle management, it flips so fast that sometimes if you go down on the throttle mid flip, it'll turn over 2 or 3 times, and once you bring the throttle back up, it'll just catch itself. So this thing is a really nice flyer, a really nice flipper. I like the way it flips. However, you can, if you do too many half flips, you can get it flying, bouncing back and forth, and you'll lose control of it easy. So it takes a lot of practice to really get it flipping the way you want it to flip. If you can understand what that, what I'm trying to say with that, it takes practice to get really precise flips, mixing the half and the full flips in with it. So the lights and everything everything else is just like the Cherson CX10. The lights are the same layout and everything. It has the on and off switch in the back, even charges on the same charging cable as the Cherson CX10. The only thing is that third rate where it just does continuous flips. So I call this thing the stunt Skywalker. I mean, this thing is awesome though. I really like it. Let me see, what is there. Oh yeah, it comes with an extra set of spare props, and it also comes with thumb pads or sticks. So they give you a choice. I think that's always good. They give us a choice if we want to be flying it with the thumb pads or the sticks. The USB charging cable that it comes with, but the instructions manual is this little tiny thing. They don't tell you much, just the basics. It's Chinese on one side and English on the other side. It just basically show you how to get it set up. This thing does bind to the Cherson CX10 version 2's transmitter, and that's how you can get it to do continuous flips by just holding a direction. And it also binds to the Huiying Toys transmitters. The LVC warning gives you enough time to fly back to yourself, and it's a really nice flyer. So let's go check it out in flight. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of this guy, the Xiang Yu Skywalker Nano. So we're going to start it off on low rates. So you can see this thing is really stable. This is a hands-off hover here. It hardly even moves. This thing is so stable. I think that's on part of the props being so firm. So this is the yaw on low rates. So pretty slow yaw. And this is the pitch. The pitch is okay, not bad on low rates. So this will probably be ideal for beginners. The low rates. Although I don't really recommend nanos for beginners. But here's the second rate here, which is the highest rate you can reach here on the stock transmitter. As you can see, the pitch is pretty good. It's enough to fly circuits indoors. So you can actually probably get some funnels going with it. Some wide funnels it would be. So let's check out how well this thing flips. That's the highlight of this nano quad. So it flips fast. It elevates when it flips. It gives itself some elevation, some throttle. Now watch how fast you can flip this thing. And you can actually flip this thing faster. Let's see how fast I can get it to flip with the stock transmitter. Whoa. Try to keep it low. I know it's going to fall at least once in this video. So I'm going to try to keep my flipping low. Whoa, that was a close one. So every once in a while, it'll hit something, definitely when you're doing half flips, because the accelerometer, I guess, doesn't get a chance to fully level itself back before you execute the next flip. But if you wait a second before you execute the next flip, it'll flip perfectly. So a different take on flipping by Xiang Yu. It's a really nice quad. I like flying it. I really like flipping it. But you can fly circuits with it. But as you can see now, if I hit the rates button, it goes back to low rates. So there's only 2 rates on this one. And you can flip it in low rates as well, but you get less control. I wouldn't recommend doing that because you have less control to correct some mistakes. So I'm going to try to fly it into the LVC warning so you guys can get an idea of the LVC warning for this one. Oh! It was inevitable for it to crash. So let's see, just in case we needed to calibrate, let's see if we can calibrate. Looks like no calibration, but I know it automatically does it as it lands. Oh yeah, there it is. So to calibrate this one, both sticks to the middle, lower middle, and it'll beep twice to let you know that it's actually calibrating it. So now it's back up level again. Let's try some more flips with it. There's the LVC warning, so you can see it starts to land. So that's it. The Xiang Yu Skywalker Nano.